Glad to have everyone here. Um, Maybe let's start with some intentions, distractions, and sharing something that has been in your weekly playlist. Um, while some more people join the call. Uh, so let's start passing it to Edu. Intentions, distractions, and what's been in your playlist this week.
Hello, everyone. Intentions. My intention for this call is to just see what's going on comms, and secondly, to talk about something that Mitch posted about how we are going to talk to the people about the multisig and the communications regarding the multisig. That on one side, and distractions. None. I have a hard stop at in 1 hour, so that's the only thing. And my playlist, tricky question. I have been listening to LP. It's an artist who have a very well-known one song, like one hit wonder. I will share it on the coffee channel, but she released new songs and I've just been listening to her. And I will pass it on to Arvin D. Nice to see you here.
Hey everyone, it's nice to be here. Thank you, Edu. So this is my first working group call, so yeah, I'm pretty excited. So in terms of intentions, since it's my first group call, I'm excited to know what this is about, what comms is especially about, and see where I fit in and how I can get involved. So that's what I'll be looking for in the call. In terms of distractions, I don't think I have anything uh, as of now. Just excited. In terms of the playlist that's been in this week, I've been listening to a lot of 2000s hip hop. So I think the one that's on repeat is Jay-Z's "On to the Next One." So yeah. Um, for the next person, I'd like to tag Septimus. I hope I'm pronouncing it right.
Yeah, thank you, Arvin. Yeah, my intention is just to sync up with you guys, and yeah, I do not have any distraction and playlist. I've been listening some rap this week, like every week. Yeah, and yeah, maybe I wanna second what Edu said. Some comments about the initial buy and the multisig. Maybe some tweets. I'll pass it to Nate.
Thanks, Zepti, and welcome, Arvin. Like it's great to have new contributors, and I'm glad you've been getting involved in this working group. My intentions are to just see where I can help out with comms this week. I know that you've got a full plate, Chewy, and same with everybody here. My distractions are I am in a the writing zone, and so I'm kind of just like hacking away right now, which is really awesome. But my playlist, I've been listening to a podcast called Ologies, which is really cool. They just go through a bunch of different, geologists, biologists, psychologists, and they just kind of delve into their work, and it's really awesome. So, worth a listen. And I will pass it on to Wonka.
Hey everyone. Yeah, my intention is to sync with comms and to check how we're promoting everything that is happening. That is happening so much things, and I don't have any distraction. And in my playlist, I have this song that is like a parody song because it's about a WhatsApp voice note that was recorded of a friend telling other girlfriend like, "Hey, I saw your man with a wolf, with other girl," and it's just a parody song, but and it's the rhythm of champeta, that it's a very Caribbean rhythm. So yeah, I will paste it. It's a parody song, and I will pass to Gideon.
Hey everyone. Uh, just my intentions are sync up, and if I can be of any help this week, I know there's a lot going on, so I'd love to help. Distractions. It's super windy here again, and actually, I just felt our house shake. It's the first time I've ever felt that. So wow. And playlist. I've been listening to a lot of Krishna Das. Super soulful guy. He helps me meditate. Um, I am going to Acid Laser. Have you gone yet?
No, thank you. My intentions are just to sing with you guys. I was bringing a friend, but he's struggling with the verification steps. But distractions, I think this is my distraction, helping my. And in my playlist, I've been listening to a rapper here from Mexico called Robot, and we'll post a song in the cafe channel. And I'll pass it to Octavio.
Yeah, thank you. Hi everyone. I'm new in this, so I don't know how what to say, or I just uh, I just came here to learn about.
Welcome, Octavio.
How are you?
Yes, it's fine. Just explaining you a bit of how we do it. We usually start with intentions for the call, which is great. You already told us that you're here to learn a little bit more, add any distractions that you might have, and something that we like to do in communications is just give recommendations of some music or podcast or TV show that you've been watching for the last week. So yeah, feel free to shoot it. Oh, and once you're done, you can pass it to someone else, or if you don't know who to pass it to, you can pass it back to me, and I'll pass it for you.
Okay, thank you. So my intention here is to learn about token engineering commons, because I'm from an academy called DAO Education, and I heard that there's going to be a workshop from Token Engineering Commons this Thursday. They are going to do it for the education, and I'm curious about learning more about token engineering. And yeah, I've been listening to rap and a podcast called Migala. It's about philosophy, but it's in Spanish. And I will pass it to I don't know, to David.
Was that to David?
Yes.
Oh, right on. Hey, good morning, everybody. Glad the comms crew out. To sync up with the comms team. Distractions are, it's pretty stormy here too. And there's branches getting blown off trees and stuff. And the windstorms get pretty serious here. It killed a kid in my complex a couple of years ago. So a branch fell on him at a birthday party of all things. It was really, really tragic. So everyone's taking windstorms pretty seriously since that happened. And on my playlist this week is the amazing Griff Green interview with Layer Zero, Bankless, and of course the rest of the Bankless podcasts, which I just can't get enough of the interviews after hearing one like that. There's some real gems out there. And when the personal stories start coming out, that's when it gets interesting, I find. So with that, I'll pass it on to Arvind. Sorry for being late.
No worries, David. Arvin already went, but let's try passing it to Aussie Cross. Oh, by the way, shout out to V who made it into the Bankless podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Othicross.
Hello.
This is the communications working group call. We usually start with intentions, distractions, and something that you've been listening to during the week.
Hello. My name is Paul. Can you hear me? Hello.
We can hear
Can you
you.
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. My name is Paul. I'm here to know more about TE and also to see which way I can contribute my part in helping the team grow. The distraction here, I have kids around and they are playing everywhere. And in my playlist this week has been a Domwe music, and I'm a Christian and I love playing Christian music. And my last job, I worked as a telecom engineer, and I'm still in the job. So whichever way I think I can help the team, I will contribute my quota to it.
Thanks, Paul.
Thank you,
And do you
Paul.
want to
Welcome.
pass it on?
I pass it on to MT Manu.
Cool, thank you, man. Yeah, cool. Well, intentions, just sync with comms, see how I can help, see what you guys are up to. Distractions, man, the yield is crazy, man. There's some Gordon Gecko gains over here, 834% on Geist, and then Wonderline is doing like 76,000%. That's I've never seen a number go up, but come on, I mean, talk about opportunity cost over there, right? So that's distracting, but I'm gonna stop that and just focus on the mission. So that's all for me. And I don't know who's been. I'm gonna pass it to Chewy to pass it to someone else.
Thank you, Manu. Degen Manu from now on. Okay, let's pass it to, I think Miguel was the only one left. And I think Zero, I don't know if you got to, Griff, yeah, that's right. We've been forgetting about Griff lately, and he's always in the call. So let's pass it to Griff, and then we can pass it to Miguel and Zero.
I think Zero's driving.
Yes, that's true. We don't want to distract you, Zero.
Yeah, there's no problem at the moment.
As long as you feel safe.
No.
Yeah, take it away, Zero. You can check in first.
Okay, so sorry. My intention is to sit with you guys and start posting on Twitter. Distractions, driving, and my cat was making weird sounds while I'm driving. and music I've been listening to a lot of delivery corporations. So I'll pass it to the only person that hasn't spoken, but I can't see who it is because I'm driving.
Yeah, I can take it, and then I'll throw it to Miguel. My agenda topics are basically I'm curious about if anyone who speaks Spanish wants a little bit better than I do, or a lot better than I do, wants to come to a Param Party with me on Friday. It's a special 2-hour event, but it's with a Spanish-speaking Discord. So that's my main agenda topic. But then my intentions. That's my main intention, and also just to be helpful wherever I can. Distractions, none. I'm very excited. I might be hacking on some other random things, making issues in the dashboard. But other than that, I should be focused. And then as far as playlists, mostly Param parties. I don't know if that counts, but there's whatever Mitch or Lauren is playing on Chip. Oh, is Chip still working? I don't know. Whatever music comes up during Param parties is what I focus on. Is on my playlist. I'll pass it to you, Miguel.
Hi. I don't know what you're talking about. I just came in.
No worries. We usually do intentions that you have for the call, any distractions that you have surrounding you, and what's been in your playlist this week is something that we do in the communications working group. So those 3 questions, and we can start going through our agenda topics.
Okay. I just entered to this call to see, only to learn. I want to observe more and more and more and just learn. And I don't know what's in my agenda. Uh, I'll pass. I
No
pass.
worries. No worries. It's fine. But just so that you know, in the future, you can have any topic agendas that you would like to go over. But welcome, welcome, Miguel, and welcome everyone that is new. We have some new faces today. We were also expecting like 2 or 3 more people, but one got like a weird vaccine reaction, and the other one is struggling with some of our like, I don't know, like apparently there were some changes to our Discord server, and there's some people are having trouble coming in. So we'll definitely check back on that. And Christian just joined us. Welcome. So as I was saying, this is gonna be a special communications call where we're gonna be talking about new contributors. We want to get to know you a little bit better. We want you to feel at home with the Token Engineering Commons community. And we also want to give you like a general idea of what we usually do and some of the projects that we have right around the corner. So thanks everyone for being here. In case you don't know or you're a little bit out of context, we're looking for just creative people that can join the communications working group. And I'm going to start talking a little bit about the agenda topics that I have. Just in case everyone is new, you can click on watch stream, which is my screen that I'm sharing, and you can see some of our topic agendas here. So if you see like one of the quick things that I wanted to go through at first, it's a reminder of what token engineering is and why it represents like something that is going to change many of the stuff going on in crypto. So most of you must, some of you have been here for a while, like Griff and Manu. They've been involved in like some epic like movie stuff. But some other people are new, right? Like some other people have heard about like this like Bitcoin thing going on, and there's not a lot of like available information in this space. So a lot of you are new. A lot of you are experimenting with different stuff in the Web3 space. So in a way, there are a bunch of people that are doing the same. The thing is that they are doing this with their own microeconomies, right? So since the approach is that pretty much anyone in the Web3 space can come up with an economy and start an economy with their community, there are not a lot of tools or knowledge around good practices, right? Like around designing economies, because previously pretty much all the central banks and other kind of authorities used to take care of this. So what we are doing as the Token Engineering Commons is that we are funding public goods around different projects that advance token engineering as an emerging discipline. Anybody that can come up with these economic models should be able to have access to tools and knowledge and development and education around token engineering, which is going to help you do these designs and simulations the same way an engineer runs simulations on a bridge that they're about to build, or a building, or any kind of engineering that involves knowledge and research around this. So let's put it this way, especially if you're new to the community, what token engineering seeks is to have better practices around this, so that people can have tools and knowledge around building better microeconomies, the same way a bridge is built, and it has to be safe, right, for people to cross over it. So this is what we do in token engineering, and what we want to focus on in the communications working group is to be able to provide like a lot of these communities with communication services. So let's say that you have different token engineers, right? That they are trying to put together like a project for microeconomies around cultural activities, right? So in a way, like these token engineers that want to put this together are very interested in advancing a very particular branch of token engineering. But I mean, they're mostly mathematicians and economists and just like geniuses, right? Like people that deal with a lot of stuff that most people like me that feel comfortable around communications, it can be very intimidating, right? But at the same time, like when you look about it, and this is something that I really love about the DAO space, is that you can always complement a community's efforts with whatever you know. And what we want to do and what we want to achieve in the next weeks and in the next months is to be able to help out these people that want to have and develop projects around token engineering that are going to be very important for the space. However, most of them don't really like relate to, you know, putting together campaigns or managing a Twitter account, or, you know, communications in general is something that isn't very, you know, like accessible for this kind of projects. So what we want to do here in the communications working group is to be able to provide communication services as a public good. So what does this mean? Let's say that this project that we made an example of comes and approaches the Token Engineering Commons, and they say, hey, we have a token engineering project and we would like to, you know, maybe like put together a campaign, or we're having this course on basic token engineering and we want to promote this course so that we can have the most people possible, right? So there are also communication bridges that must be built between their target audiences and their project, right? So what we want to do is to have special units, let's call them, that are called a team. That is the initials for Token Engineering Amplify Messengers. So in the end, what we want to do is to help token engineering get its message out there, right? And the way we are going to be doing this is by putting together these small units and helping them approach these projects and these communities so that you can be part of their communications team. And at the same time, you can be syncing with team, which is going to be like its own thing inside the Token Engineering Commons. And this will have the objective of synchronizing around intentions that we might have with these campaigns. How can we support them? Maybe some like brainstorming for a special event that they want to put together, or maybe you as a part of their communications team wants to make an event, like an Ask Me Anything event or something like this. And this is where creatives become very, very valuable to the space. And this is why some of you have been also coming to the communications working group, because what we want to achieve is to be able to put together these teams that can serve token engineering as an emerging discipline, and that still has a long way to go. Yeah, I'm gonna pass to the next agenda topic. However, I want to be clear with something. Here at the Token Engineering Commons, we usually are very like open about you know, participating in the calls, and some of us feel comfortable sharing our webcams. Some other people don't, which is fine. But in the means of whatever you find like possible and what you feel comfortable with, we're gonna start passing it to some of the new contributors that we have in the community, and some people that we haven't really seen a lot here before. And what we want is to approach this team project that I was telling you about, but let's do it the right way. Let's do it like with knowing who is here and what you can bring to the table. So this is just something that I prefer. If you think that you are here as a contributor that in a way is gonna receive like orders and you know, like we're gonna have like this like vertical thing, it's not really like that way. In a way, I'm the stewards, which are like certain like community like leads, are here like to support you and to help you and to guide you, but this isn't really like a space where we put like a lot of vertical structures to our to how we organize and how we work. So since this is going to be depending a lot on your initiative, let's start knowing like who is trying to approach the Token Engineering Commons, who is trying to contribute to communications and communication services as a public good for token engineering related projects. And let's see what we can put together and make a team that can help advanced token engineering. So if you are watching my screen, I'm having like these four questions, which is how would you like to be called in the community? What do you enjoy doing in your free time? What do you enjoy doing professionally? And if you could tell us something about your previous jobs and what brings you here. So I'm gonna start passing this to new faces in the Token Engineering Commons. If you don't feel comfortable speaking out loud or participating in this is totally fine. It's okay. Just if you keep muted after some seconds, I can help you pass it to someone else. So let's start with Angie Berry, which is the first person in alphabetical order. We don't have to follow that order, by the way, but let's meet. And so Angie, how would you like to be called? What do you enjoy in your free time? What do you enjoy doing professionally? And if you could tell us something about your background.
Hi.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Hi, how are you? Well, I'd like to be called Angela. What I enjoy doing in my free time is writing, do short films, and I also have a bakery business. So I have social media and everything. Professionally, I enjoy writing and doing short films. And also, my previous jobs, I used to write in freelance, something like that. And I also, well, I actually have still my bakery business. So yeah, that's it.
Great. Welcome, Angela. It's nice to have you here. We usually have a culture of passing. So would you like to pass? Oh, but wait, never mind. Like you don't know who's new. So I'll just pass it for you. It's fine. Let's pass it now to Arvind. Or Arvindi, I'm sorry.
Hey, it's actually Arvind. So yeah, I'd like to be called as Arvind, and that's my name. In terms of what I do, what I enjoy doing during my free time, I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, so I love training that sport. And I'm also learning to code. So I noticed that there are a lot of developers here. So probably I can get some tips from them on how to learn best. But in terms of what I do professionally, I handle growth at startups. So previously I was at a Web2 startup and I was in the growth team, but now I moved to a Web3 company called StackOS. They're a decentralized cloud service. So yeah, I handle growth and I also consult individuals, educators in crypto for on their social media and basically growth strategies. So that's what I do professionally. Yeah, in previous jobs, like I said, mainly been in the growth field, like in terms of marketing, in different verticals, especially in paid marketing, media buying, and such. So yeah, that's about me.
Great, thank you so much. Let's pass it to Christian now. Okay, Christian, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's okay, no worries. Let's pass it to Lutzer.
Hello, everyone. I go by Lutzar or Adam. Adam's my first name. Lutzar is like my handle that I've had for a long time. You don't have to use it. You can call me Adam. Second question, what do I join? I like to learn. I don't know. I'm always watching like YouTube videos on just new scientific concepts. I like to jump into quantum mechanics once in a while just because I find it fascinating and I don't think I'll ever understand it, but that's okay. I also enjoy doing physical activities. I enjoy parkour, if anyone knows what that is. I try to get out and do that as often as possible. Unfortunately, this time of year is really difficult because it's wet and rainy and gross, and nobody likes to be outside when it's wet, rainy, and gross. Yeah, and then I also like to cook a lot, but other than that, that's about what I do in my free time. Professionally, I mean, I'm trying to switch professions. So originally, I used to work in linguistics. I used to be a English teacher for second language learners. I have my degree in linguistics, but that didn't really jive with me as I kind of like went into the profession and was in it for a couple of years. And so I decided to switch professions, started doing the trades works. I started in painting and I was painting houses and painting people's, living rooms and stuff. And then I went into the electrical trade and I did that for a couple of years and was super close to getting my license and then had an opportunity to actually work on a video game sort of software. And I took the opportunity and then did that for about 2 years. I'm working in the Unreal Engine specifically. So I didn't do a lot of like actual coding, but I do volunteer quite a bit with a nonprofit from the city I used to live in, which was Charlottesville, Virginia. And yeah, now I think that was, previous jobs professionally. I think that's all of it. Thank you.
Great, thank you so much, Adam. Let's now pass it to, let's try Miguel.
Hi. How are you, Chuy? Okay. My name is Miguel. I like to be called Miguel. And what I like to do is music. I like to produce and I like to compose and all that kind of stuff, like trying new sounds and all that stuff. And what I do professionally, it's also music. I'm producer and and it's really cool. And I'm here because I like I like to be like uh, I want to know about all the things that are happening now with the it's there's a lot of things that are happening right now in all the community of like crypto, and it's very exciting, and that's the reason why I'm here, and now I pass.
Okay, let's pass it now to Octavio. Welcome.
Hi, can you hear me well? Okay, I'm Octavio, and I'm a student. I'm studying engineering, systems engineering, and I'm also a electrical technician. I work part time for that, and also I'm studying about crypto and DAOs, and I'm very excited how far can go, and it's very important for the future. And also I'm learning about web developing, and also I'm an editor for an esports group team. Sorry, I work writing for them, and yeah, I'm 20 years old, so I don't have that much of working experience, and I will pass it to Choi. Thank you.
Thank you, Octavio. Thank you for sharing that. Let's pass it to Aussie Cross. And after Paul, I think we only have Harsh, and we can give Christian another try. But yeah, it's all yours, Paul. Pass it to you.
Hi. Hello, my name is Paul. I would like to be called Paul. In my spare time, I love watching football and kickboxing. Hello, can you hear me?
Sorry,
Hello?
I think you cut off a little bit, but I don't know if it's my. I'll just
Can you hear
shut
me?
down my camera for a little bit. Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you now, Paul. Good.
Okay. In my free time, I love watching football and kickboxing. And professionally, I love attending to customer problem solving network issue, because since I'm a telecom engineer, and I do more of attending to network related issues, and that's what I love doing in my professional life. I love solving network related problems. And hello?
We can still hear you.
Yeah, I
You
hear
can
you
hear me?
totally fine. Please continue.
Okay. And my previous job is still related to what I'm doing now in the telecom industry. I attend to customer related issue, which also has to do with network issues also. And that's just that.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for sharing this. Let's now give. Okay, let's pass it to Harsh. Harsh, in case you haven't seen him, he's been around for many months now, and he's a regular contributor to OneHive. So it's nice to have you here, Harsh. Right now we're making the questions. How would you like to be called, and what do you enjoy doing in your free time and professionally, and if you can tell us a little bit about some previous jobs.
Hey guys, I'm glad to be here. Hard question. I was not thinking about it, but I like to be called my real name, that is Arash. And I got my degree, university degree in software engineering. and I was coding for some few months, but after that I went to a media company and started a new job as a designer and video editor and motion designer. And about 4 or 5 years ago. And I also I'm also learning web developing like Node.js. Actually, let's say Marin Stack. You know what is it? I'm learning Marin Stack, and that is MongoDB, Express, React, and Node.js. And I also love artificial intelligence. I think it's my favorite field of science. And also like to mix it with medical, artificial intelligence usage in medical. And also I'm trying to learn decentralized artificial intelligence. I think it's really new. I don't have much information about it. And also for sport, I do bodybuilding. I don't know what to say more.
It's well, yeah. I think you covered all of the questions.
Yeah, okay,
Thank you, Harsh. It's nice to have you back. We'll be looking forward to also having you in the changes that we're going to be having to the communications working group. So yeah, thanks for being here.
My pleasure. Best wishes.
Pass it. Thank you. Let's pass it to Christian to see if he could solve his mic issues. And yeah, I think you're gonna be the last one. So how would you like to be called? What do you enjoy doing in your free time and professionally? And if you can tell us a little bit about some of your previous jobs.
Hi. Do you hear me well?
Yep.
Okay. I like to be called Christian. That's my name. And what I love doing in my free time is making music and learning new things. Like recently, I've been learning a lot of the DAO things that Chewy is introducing me, and what I'm doing professionally. I started working as a sound engineer with a group from my city, and I was studying physics engineering, but since the pandemic, I stopped doing that. And my previous jobs, I work on a laboratory, like doing I don't know, clinical tests and stuff, and that's all.
Sorry, my computer is struggling a little bit. Okay, perfect. Well, thanks everyone for being here. As I said, like the process that. Sorry, Paul. What was that? Paul, we can hear you.
Sorry.
Paul? Yeah.
No, sorry. Someone was knocking the door.
If you don't mind, just muting.
Yeah. Let me just mute. Yeah, let me just mute.
Thanks, Paul.
Okay. So as I was saying, the idea is to enrich this process and how we come together and start approaching different projects. So this is gonna mostly be built out of like the talents that we can count on in the communications working group. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing. As I'm gonna be reaching out to you individually during the week to help you organize some of the think times that we're gonna be having. And yeah, hopefully these calls are gonna start getting very productive. Um, and don't worry, like about like a certain learning curve that we're gonna be having. It's always like a very steep learning curve. So uh, some days like you're gonna wake up and you're gonna be all excited because you're finding out everything that you are working on with the rest of the community. And some days you're gonna wake up and say like, I don't know what I'm doing here. Like I don't know how I ended up here. So this is a regular process. We like to talk openly like about it. It is also important that now that Juanca is here, Juanca is a very important person in the community because he's the steward for Gravity. So Gravity is like a programming where we manage conflict in different ways. So if there's anything wrong during your time in the token engineering commons, if someone is like mispronouncing your name, or if you felt uncomfortable with some joke that someone made, feel free to always reach out to Juanca or any Graviton. These are our community mediators. So the way we like to see it is that if conflict is always an opportunity for growing as a community. So in case you have any kind of issues or problems with someone in the rest of the community, don't underestimate it. Like we like to see opportunity in these cases. So always feel free to approach a Graviton and yeah, and talk to us about how we can find a solution to whatever conflict is bothering you. So thank you for being here. And yeah, we'll keep you posted about stuff that is going to happen in communications. So I'm going to be using the last 10 minutes to go through Param's parties and also this issue like onboarding with that Edu added to our agenda topic. This is going to be like really important for you, and as long as the Param parties, I'm going to try to give you as much context as I can. So as some of you might know, we are in the middle of launching our TEC token, our Token Engineering Commons token. And the economic model that we're going to be using is yet to be designed and decided by the community. So like the way you participate and join us here is not like, here is the economic model, like going back to the introduction that I was giving. So the way we come up with this is that we collectively design our economy. This is super confusing at first, but I'm a personal believer that this is all inside of us. Like we have parts of our human mind that are made to collectively design economies. But the thing is that we have been like dragged from that, from using that part of our brain because of technocracy. So Param parties are events that the Token Engineering Commons hosts. And what we usually do here is we play some music, we get to know each other a little bit, and we design economy. We use the different parameters. We explain you what each one does and how it affects the rest of the economy. So if you wanna join us for this and you wanna come and hang out at a parameter party, you can find them in our community calendar. If you go to the server all the way up to the join here channel, you can find our calendar in there, and we include all of our Params parties in here. So feel free to join. It's an educational event, most importantly. So if you want to come and learn how to design a $1.5 million economy, join us, and you will learn a lot about token engineering. So this is a perfect example of what we do in communications, because this week we need to promote these parameter parties. How do we promote it? We just have fun with it. So let me share you a graphic that Rodri, another contributor, put together. So this is the kind of stuff that token engineers need a lot of help with. These are gonna be our parameters parties this week, and like most people in these communities are not used to this kind of approach, which I think is something key for promoting token engineering as a science. Param parties look super cool in this flyer, and this is what we do basically. Like, we try to learn like everything that is going on in here, and we try to take these two concepts that are easy to communicate and to spread. So it's a good thing that you're here, because I know that pretty much every new contributor from their own experience will have a different approach to this. So I like the idea of something that is gonna be very enriched from the essence that this community can have based on its diversity and how many people join us. So is there something that anyone would like to add about Param's parties and what we do, or yeah, like even what's needed this week regarding communication?
I just want to say that the calendar is also in the comms channel. I just put it there. You can add it to your calendar, and that's the best way. That's the easiest way to do it, to find an event. And really, you probably want to go to one or two. The first one is super fun because you just get to play with it. You just go ahead and dive in, and the module has everything defined. The tool itself has everything defined in it. But the big thing here is this was a huge experiment. It's the first time ever in the history of mankind that we have initialized a community, initialized an economy from the bottom up, instead of a bunch of group of people just designing it and imposing it on other people. So this is the first time that an economy is actually initialized by people who want to use it. So it's a really cool thing to participate in, and you might be the one who picks the parameters for $1.5 million economy. So don't miss it. It's going to be super cool. And one thing I was going to actually ask you, Chewy, is what about getting some POAPs? Maybe we should get POAPs going for these things.
We got our official POAPer right here in the call, Asset Laser. Do you think we can start getting POAPs for everyone that attends a Param party?
That will be amazing. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, let's talk about it in today afternoon. It's a good thing that we're in a close time zone together. So
okay.
let's talk about it later today to start giving POAPs. So yeah, at least with so many POAP farmers, they will at least have to make a proposal on a microeconomy design if they want their POAP. So this is gonna be fun. Okay, so we have 3 minutes left of the call. Oh, sorry, I totally forgot to show you what the community calendar looks like. We have the Param parties here, like they are titled like that, and we're just finishing our communications working group. So you are gonna find the different events that we will be having here, and this takes me to our last topic agenda, which I'm gonna pass to Edu to. Edu would love to have you, especially if you haven't been yet, to the orientation call that takes place tomorrow. Edu is part of the Comunitas working group, and they are going to be able to explain you like a lot of the basics in our community. So if you still don't get these, or if you already went to an orientation call but didn't really like retain some information, you're always welcome to attend. So I'll pass it to Edu so that he can tell you a little bit more about orientation call in case you haven't been to.
Thank you, Shui. Yeah, it's exactly as he mentioned. I have seen some of these faces on the orientation call. You are more than welcome to join again in tomorrow's call. I would like to take the last 2 minutes to just briefly comment on that we are from Comunitas. We are requesting a little bit of help on. We are filling the descriptions and of the Discord channels so people can have sort of like an idea once they jump into the channels. And we are sort of missing the tone and what are we gonna like, what will be the tone that people will read when they read us. So I think this is something interesting to tackle. We are going to deploy the new onboarding journey in probably this week. So you will see some changes on the Discord channels and menus, but they will mostly be the same. But we are requesting help from comms or anyone else who wants to help with developing a tone or how we will talk to the new people who are arriving. So that's basically the request for that point. And we can coordinate async and talk about it later if you feel like. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Edu. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are some stuff that we've been thinking about for some months now that we can put together and make a project where definitely we can have some new community members start putting some efforts in and learn more about the token engineering commons as we move forward. We're at the top of the hour. This was a huge call. I think it's one of the biggest communications calls ever. Thank you very much, everyone, for being here. I'm really, really looking forward to putting together a working group that can eventually be even a nice family working around advancing token engineering. So thank you very, very much. I'll be reaching out to you one-on-one. And any doubts or any questions that you might have, I'm here to help you almost 24/7. Like 27, I'm in Discord. So thank you, everyone. Have a great day. Thanks. I'm just very excited for this. So thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Chewy. Bye bye.
I'll see you during the week.
Dankeschön.
Bye.